everyone, today I'm doing a tutorial on a veil for your goth wedding doll. So this is for the hashtag Dolls Gone Goth wedding challenge that I'm doing with Mana over at Dolls Rescued. And anyone and everyone is invited to join in this challenge. The actual showcase stroke challenge date is Friday the 13th of August. Remember that goth doesn't have to be black, it can be lots of different colours. For example, look up pastel goth. You don't have to have made anything yourself, you can just showcase some dolls you've already got. If you want to join in, as long as it's got something to do with goth wedding, we'll be happy. I'm actually doing a goth bride, so I've done a few little tutorials on how you could make similar things for your dolls if you wanted to. So I have a few veil ideas. This is a little tiara that I painted with black nail varnish. It's literally just black nail varnish. It can be painted with any colour nail varnish. It's one of those little silver princess ones. So if you're doing a princess sized doll, a 12-inch doll, I mean, it's no good for my girl. It's a little bit too small for her. I mean, I suppose if I really wanted to, I could make it work. But all I would do to make a veil for that would be to literally just glue some netting. This is actually tulle. It's not the stiff netting, it's thinner one. And I would just get some hot glue it to there, and then when you put it on your doll's head, it'll come up and over the tiara like that. And you can cut it to whatever length you need it then. But I'm doing one for a doll with a bigger head. So for her, I'm going to use some elastic, and I'm going to measure the elastic round behind her neck and up like this. Because she's got black hair, you can't see the black elastic so much anyway. So this is the size I want. I'm going to just tie a knot in the back of that. So I need to leave a little bit of elastic so I can tie a knot in it. No sewing for that part. So there's my elastic, tie a knot in it. Make sure the knot's underneath the doll's hair at the back and just check that it does fit properly. So have your knot at the back underneath. Or else you could cover your knot with some veil if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you how you do it. That's how I'm going to do it. So I want my doll's veil to come from about here to here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to protect my girl's head with some recycled bubble wrap. I've got my hot glue gun out and I don't want to get glue on her head. So I'm going to just pop that over like that to protect her head. I know that this is the size that I want, so I'm going to pop that back on. You don't even have to use elastic. It could just be a piece of ribbon, a piece of fabric, anything really. I want my veil to sort of start here and flow back. I want it to be quite a long veil too, so I'm going to find the edge of my veiling. Here we are. It is quite wide netting, so I'm going to fold it into 4, I think, and then I'm going to I might put a few pleats in it. So if you wanted a few pleats in it, you could glue or stitch those into position. And then you can either stitch it onto her hairband like that, or you can glue it onto whatever it is you've got tied around your doll's head. And then once it's done, you can decide how long you want it to be and cut it to that length, and then you can spread it out behind her like so. And if you've got it double like this, you can bring it over her face for her walking down the aisle if you want to. Also, you could decorate it at the top here with some flowers or rhinestones or anything you wanted to, really. In fact, you don't even need to glue it, do you? You could just tuck your tool underneath like that, and when you can spread it out how you want to, measure the length you want it to be. This poor girl, she's been through the wars today, she has, honestly. Let's see. So I want it to come fairly well down, you know, to the floor and maybe back a bit behind her. So I'm going to cut it, I think I'm going to cut it this sort of length. There's a head, and I'm going to cut it so it comes down longer than her feet, so that it will trail out behind her, and so that I can straighten it out if I need to. So let's see. And this stuff doesn't fray. There's no need to finish the edges or anything like that. It won't fray. So you could, like I say, you can glue it, you can stitch it, or all I've literally done is just tucked it underneath my piece of elastic there, and I can move it around how I want to. If I wanted to decorate it, there's nothing to stop me decorating that as well, is there? I could put some like little rhinestones or little skulls or something on there, couldn't I? So I hope that was useful to someone. Please don't forget to pop over and see Marna's tutorial for today. They're always such fun, and I hope that was useful to someone. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.